we are going to be talking about the 5 rules you must follow. If you break any of these rules, guys, it's almost impossible to succeed. So if you have a notepad and pen, make sure you write this down. It's very basic, but this is literally the foundation. If you break any of these rules, you're going to lose money and you're not going to become successful. That's just the bottom line. And I know these are very simple, so we got to keep the foundations always in play while we're trading. So I call this a 5 trading rule pyramid, I guess you can call it. So number one is, of course, you guys are going to hear me so many times say this, is always have a stop loss. I'm sure a lot of you, if you already had a big red day, I'm sure you've already had this mistake, or if you didn't set a stop loss, you had this huge gain where you could have avoided it if you just had a 3 to 5% stop loss, and instead you lost 8%. The only reason why most people don't succeed is because they don't have the risk management in place, and that's why I'm so passionate, so determined to make sure you know that the stop loss is number one, guys. So we're going to be teaching you how to do that, how to set stop on SureTrader and different brokerage accounts, but we'll get to that because I will not let you buy in unless you have a stop loss. Um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So rule number 2 is never overtrade. And Sean's really good at this too, that he stops at 10:30, but my limit's around 11, which 10:30 is probably, the best, is probably one of the best as well. But I only trade from 9:30 to 10:30 or maybe 11, depends on the market. And we both know, or all of us should know, that if we start trading past 11, our focus, our energy, our everything starts to weaken because we're so focused in the hour and a half or 2 hours max, to the point where we're starting to lose our focus and we're going to start making mistakes. We're going to start not paying attention to where like we should be, and we're going to start breaking our rules. And that's why it's so important to never overtrade. And especially, let's say if I'm winning on the day and it's becoming 10:30, almost 11 o'clock, I know if I start trading in the noontime, that's when the volatility starts to drop and it starts to really go down. And I'm going to start overtrading to the point where I'm going to start giving away profit back. In the same way, if I'm starting to lose, if I'm losing from 9:30 to 10:30, like I was today actually on the 22nd of October, that if I were to just keep going on from 11 a.m., that I would probably keep losing, kept making a bigger loss, bigger loss. You don't want to dig yourself out of the hole. The first thing you want to do is when you start losing 3 or more trades, you should stop trading, and especially over 11 a.m. That's the rule. So 9:30 to 11 is our max, guys. That's EST for me, guys. So I'm not sure what time zone that's for you, but whatever an hour to 2 hours max is for you, that is it. So rule number 3 is patience is the key. Patience is the key. What I mean by that is when you get into a stock, you're going to feel that anxiety. You're going to see your profit to loss ratio go up. You're going to see yourself making money. And we always want to make sure we always stay patient to our targets. We might not go exactly to our targets, but it's better than selling too early and losing on the profit, or we might sell too late and we miss our buying opportunity and it goes back down. So patience is the key, guys. Without patience, the market will teach you. I promise you that. You're going to make so much mistakes without the patience. So I always remember that patience is the key. That is rule number 3. Rule number 4 is never chase green candles. And there's going to be some scenarios where we can chase the green candles. All depends on how strong the market is. But the reason why, and I'm going to go back to the desktop here, the reason why we don't trade, why we don't try to buy into this huge green candle here is because we don't know where that top is. We don't know where the new high is going to be of the day. So you can see here that, let's say it's going up from 389, and you just jump in right now. You're like, it's going to keep going up. I'm going to buy 389. And then it instantly goes down. That was the high of the day. So now you're screwed yourself. The reason why I always wait for the pullback is I'm waiting for that first high, wait for the pullback, and then we can buy into it when it gets past the previous high. Does that make sense, guys? I really hope it does. The same thing is here, is that I could buy here and maybe sell here, but I'm telling you that you don't know where that high is. It could stop right here at 330, go down. You don't know. So that's why rule number 4 is so important. Rule 5 is this: never get upset over losses. And I'm so passionate with that because today was one of my losing days, and I don't even have a emotion in me. Like, I don't want to, I'm not upset. I don't want to cry. Nothing, no emotion, nothing. Even if I lost all my money yesterday, I would not get upset. Maybe I'll get a little upset, maybe a little frustrated, but at the same time, I'm going to be like, okay, that was my fault. I didn't set a stop loss, or, I went too big on the share size, something like that. It's always my fault at the end of the day. And as long as you take responsibility as a trader, I promise you that when you take full responsibility, everything else comes into place. And if you make a mistake, you're instantly not going to blame it on the market. You're going to blame it on yourself, and that's how you become a better trader. So never get upset over losses. They're going to happen no matter what. Our winning ratio is always 6 out of 10. If I can win 6 trades out of 10, that's my max. Our goal is never to get 100% right. Always remember that.